Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to In.The.News. Live news and commentary from around the world by your host, Holy Joe Rock and Roll. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to...
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Holy Joe Rock and Roll. This is In The News, live and unscripted. Just the other day, CNN was totally busted for being fake news regarding the Russian story. When, I believe it's James O'Keefe and his Veritas project totally exposed CNN as knowing that the Russian story, the so-called Russian hacking, the Russian collusion regarding Trump was a total fraud, was not even a real story. They knew that this is a bullshit story. Now, I went to CNN.com to check out to see if they had dropped their coverage of the Russian stuff, and it seems like almost all of the stories now are not related to Russia. Right? If you even go to U.S. politics, on the front page, I searched for Russia. So here's the first thing that pops up: how one typo helped Russia get in. We're going to get back to that. Trump was joking when he asked Russia to hack Clinton. House Russian investigation interviewed John Podesta. Now notice that the thrust of this investigation has basically boomeranged against the Democrats. Everything that they accused Trump of, they are practically guilty of. There was collusion in that Obama knew that the Russians were trying to influence the election but did nothing about it, most likely because he believed that Hillary was going to win. When she lost, then it became public. Now, Podesta, despite tweet, McAllister attended reception at Russian ambassador's home. Controversial Russian ambassador Sergei Kaliziak is leaving the U.S. Here we go. Schiff. Obama should have done more on Russia. Okay, this is getting back to the story where President Obama, when he was in office, knew back in like July or August, according to CIA information, that the Russians were trying to influence the election of some kind. Who knows what that he actually knew, but what did Obama know? When did he know it? And why didn't he take any action? Here we go. Conway, no nexus between Russia and election outcome. Okay, finally, again, they're saying that there was no, ultimately, even if the Russians did hack or try to attempt to influence the election, they didn't change any votes, okay? Get caught up Russia investigation. Okay, here we go. What Russia's bold attempt to influence the 26th election says about the U.S. political polarization. Whatever. So it's still Russia's in the news, but it's not as blatant as it was before. And my assumption is that within a day or two, all of these Russian stories will go away. Now, what I want to talk about today is this freaking lie right here. Now, either Podesta is a dimwit, which it could be, or he just doesn't know what he's talking about, because here CNN fake news, hashtag fake news, tries to, and Podesta, try to twist the story. They start by saying how one typo helped Russian hackers in. Now they claim that Podesta received a fake email saying that Google alerted them and he had to immediately reset his password. He asked his staff, and this story claims that there was a typo where it said that the email was legitimate when it should have said the email is illegitimate. That is fake news, because if you look further in the actual email, and I'll try to get it on screen here. Here we go. Here we go, right here. Hopefully, I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to zoom it up. You see this? It says, okay, even if this was a typo, this is a legitimate email. John needs to change his password immediately and enable that two-factor authentication is turned on his account. Oh, and ensure that two-factor authentication is turned on his account. Now, here's the link. He can go to this link, okay, to do both. So why did he not click on this link? This is the link that he was supposed to do. This is not a typo. This is not a typo. The email is a fake email, but the situation is legitimate, right? The situation is you're being hacked. Go to this link here that she provides in this email, or he provides, whatever, and actually do the reset. This is the actual link, myaccount.google.com, HTTPS, myaccount.google.com/security. That's where he's supposed to go. Now, if he would have gone there and just reset his Google password, none of this would have happened. But apparently, what did he click on? If he followed these instructions, whether this should have been legitimate or illegitimate has no bearing on the story. This is fake news. I know it's kind of maybe technical, and maybe some people don't fully understand that. But if you do anything with your computer, with email, or you're online, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is total fake news and a twisting of the story. Podesta got hacked, and this may not even have been the vector. They're just using this as an excuse. Very important that people understand that. I'm Holy Joe Rock and Roll, security consultant, businessman, entrepreneur, doctor, reverend, and your friend, fighting fake news on CNN. Hey, that rhymed. I'm a lyrical poet, in case you didn't know it. Remember to always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain.